Welcome to the Sports Post Podcast. This is Jag Mangat for June the 8th, 2021. Congratulations to the Montreal Canadiens for advancing to the conference finals, and they will take on the winner of the Colorado Avalanche versus the Vegas Golden Knights. Last night, in overtime, Montreal Canadiens beat the Winnipeg Jets 3-2 to advance to their, I think, in a long time, conference finals matchup. So that Colorado game is on tonight, and that series is tied to a piece. So for this, Montreal is just sitting pretty because that game is tied to a piece. So now potentially you have a week's rest and strategy to develop. On the other side, you have the Islanders. Now the Islanders are tied with the Boston. Or no, sorry, Islanders are up on the Boston Bruins 3-2. And tonight's matchup, you have Tampa Bay Lightning facing off with Carolina Hurricanes, who are on the brink of elimination. That series is 3-1 for Tampa, and that could mean that Tampa would go on to face the winner of the Islanders and the Bruins matchup. So potentially you have conference finals matchup already set with the Islanders and the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the winner of Colorado and the Vegas Golden Knights versus Montreal. So it's pretty nice to see that Montreal has finally made it back to the conference finals, and I think they got like 23 cups. So yeah, no, I know a lot of people who are diehard fans of the Canadiens. I know my dad was. So yeah, it's pretty good to see. On the other note, for the NBA, you had last night the Nets just destroying the Bucks, and it was sad to see. It was something like 125-84 or something. I cannot fathom that in a series matchup. And Mike Budenhauser, the coach of the Bucks, emptied his bench 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And with that much time, you gave up. And you should not give up with that much time left on the clock. And quite frankly, it's Milwaukee Bucks. I'm calling it now. I don't think they will keep Mike Budenhauser for much longer. He's gone for sure. And it is what it is. So speaking of drama in the NBA, let me get to tonight's games. Tonight's games is Atlanta versus the Philadelphia 76ers. And 76ers got a lot of adjustments to make, which they did in the second half of the first game. However, too little, too late. Nate McMillan, Atlanta's coach, actually recognized the fact that they made a lot of mistakes down the stretch, but hung on for that win. And they will obviously make adjustments as well. But look for this to be a close game, not another blowout. I'm predicting the 76ers will win tonight. On the other side, you have the Clippers versus the Utah Jazz. Now, this is particularly a good matchup because Utah Jazz is phenomenal this year. And they got guys like Rudy Gobert, Jordan Clarkson, Joe Ingles, Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell. So they got a pretty stacked team as well. That should be a good matchup. Also, not to mention, last night I said that Phoenix Suns would take the Denver Nuggets, and bada bing, bada boom. That is exactly what happened last night. And I just think I don't want to go with the sweep, but I think the Phoenix Suns will take it in 5 games. Yeah, I know they don't have no answer for Joker, but DeAndre Ayton did his thing, and he's actually proving that he's actually a legitimate star in the making. He's pretty young still. So tonight you have um, those games, but I want to focus on Kevin Durant. Now, it just came out on ESPN. Jay Williams said he was at a party with Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant, or sorry, Jay Williams said, "Oh, you kind of remind me of Giannis and something like that." And Kevin Durant got upset because he thinks he's the best player in the world, and quite frankly, he's actually playing like he's the best player in the world, and so you know, he's guaranteed to win Finals MVP because they're guaranteed to go to the finals and most likely win the championship. Um, but when Jay Williams said that, he got so upset and he was like, "Oh, don't ever say, don't ever compare me to Giannis." And I thought that was like, typical KD kind of thing, blah blah blah. But then on Instagram, Kevin Durant, who is Jay Williams' friend, by the way, who is Jay Williams' friend? They're pretty tight. They have a show together. Kevin Durant calls him a liar. You're a prolific liar, and I don't know. I don't believe Kevin Durant. He's pretty sensitive, and he doesn't want. I think it was a private conversation, and private conversations are left, you know, for those people. But Jay Williams leaked that information because a lot of these media guys, they care about the ratings and they want let things slip. So he let it slip to the media. Kevin Durant had to back up his words and think of something. So he's obviously saying, "I'm calling you a liar." So it is what it is. Like, you know, I personally think Kevin Durant is one of the top players in the league. However, is he like sensitive? Yeah, he's very sensitive, and quite frankly, yeah, he just wants to be known as the best player in the world. No one is on his level. That's the kind of person he is, and this guy goes on Twitter all the time trying to defend himself against like random people. If you're that confident that you are the best player in the world, then you don't really need to divulge into stupid conversations and whatnot. Just let it be. I just it is what it is. Like he should just keep his mouth shut. If he's that confident, then he doesn't really need to talk. But I guess he's not that confident because he's so insecure about what people think of him that he needs to talk. So on the NFL front, um, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers wants a trade and will not report to the mini camp as it is held by the Green Bay Packers. And Green Bay Packers are looking to fine him $93,000. And I just don't understand why they don't want to trade him. Like, they should have traded him by now, but, Julio Jones got traded, I think it was yesterday. And that should have, allowed Green Bay Packers to actually realize, hey, yeah, let's trade this guy. He's gonna be bad in the locker room, and let's trade him before the season starts. But if it's yet to happen, and Aaron Rodgers will not report to the camp. Like I'm surprised he hasn't retired like he said he would, and then signed with another team. But I just don't know. Like I'm sure there's a lot of teams out there willing to trade for him. He just doesn't like Murphy in Green Bay Packers. So he wants out of that organization, rightfully so. They haven't put any stars or anything with him to make him win another championship, but it is what it is, and they drafted another QB, so you got to feel for him. Best of luck. I hope he gets traded. And that's a wrap. This is Jag Mangit for the Sports Post Podcast. It is June 8th, 2021.